Are you normally this quiet? Because you don't look this quiet on the tracks.
I'm not right. I'm there to cause trouble and damages.
Oh, which you did in abundance. Well, first of all, let's go back to your World Athletics meet. Let's talk about that quickly. Going into that tournament, did you ever think that you were going to attain everything you did?
Yeah, going into the championship, we had goals, and the plan was to get the win. And, the world record was just a bonus. Because my coach would always say, if you execute a perfect race, you're gonna do crazy things. And that happened in the semis and in the finals. So I'm just thankful.
So you expected to beat the world? You expected to beat the world record as well?
Yes.
That record in particular.
Yes. yes. We've done it countless times for practice. So
every time you talk, there's something positive about. I've listened to you talk for several years, and every time you sound so positive. When even after you broke the records, and you were talking, you had this smile like, I'm still gonna do it again. Where does that positivity come from for you?
It's strength from God and, my abilities and what my coach told me, because she always tells me I'm the best. I never thought I was the best until I actually got in that race, and I did what the best person in that field could do, and that person was me.
So do you think you're the best hurdler in the world?
Yes, I am, because I'm the current world.
Tobi, I have two questions. My name is Shared, but I just have to introduce myself. Can I shake your hand, please?
Okay.
Oh, man. You're beautiful, I know that.
Thank you.
But that's aside. Two questions. One, did your dad actually burn your running shoes?
I was just one stubborn girl back then. I didn't like to go to school, so it was just more, if you don't focus on school, I'm going to burn your gears. It was just a mere threat. The media is just,
Okay. Then, secondly, I'd like you to explain, because we've had this argument, how important is your coach to your success? You always, I've watched several of your interviews, and you're always talking about how your coach tells you to execute on them. So, as an elite athlete, what's the role of a coach in your development?
Let me tell you, she does all the work behind the scene. Mine is just to show up to practice and do the workout. If she doesn't write the workout, there's not going to be a Tobi running fast. She knows when to program it to get fast, to get this slow. Because sometimes you just need the right programming, and she's just more than a coach. She's a mother, she's a mentor, and she just instills greatness into me and tells me every time that I'm the best.
What's her name? Where's she from?
Lucina Golden Clark. She's from Jamaica.
Fantastic. So if you're going to put a percentage, your world record, all your achievements, so how long has she been your coach?
For 6 years now.
6 years?
Yeah.
So if you're going to, percentage-wise, what percentage would you ascribe your success to her?
My success to her is 100, because she's the driver of the pack. I'm just the passenger.
Wow. So that's what a coach does. So you hear, folks, how important a coach is to the success of an athlete, especially a world champion. As far as I'm concerned, your record for me is 12:06.
Me too.
That's it. I mean, you ran it, you did it. Yeah, I'll tell you. All those guys can say what they like. You did 12:06. That's the world record for me. Okay.
Tobi, good to have you here. My name is Charles.
Thank you.
Now, a lot of people, many of our listeners, believe very, very strongly that Nigeria should not be taking the glory for your achievements. A lot of people seem to believe, that this country did absolutely nothing for you en route to becoming who you are today. Are you also of that same belief?
In as much as I would like to answer that question, I'll be passing. Yeah.
If you don't answer that question, then that would mean that you do agree with the generality of the public.
Well, I'm not answering it, so it means I'm not saying anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Why tell you this, smile? but Tobi, let's talk about your. So since you won't answer that one, but what's your relationship with the AFN like? That's
my board of federation. We do things that we need to do when it comes to getting prepared for competitions, and they get information across to me. I do what they ask me to do, and we just work hand in hand when it comes to just getting situated for a competition.
I'm all about this record. How soon are you going to break it?
Well,
I want to see you break it again.
As long as I have breath in me, I have a lot of damages to still do.
All right, so we're looking forward, yeah. When 2022 still, yeah, 2024 Olympics. You missed out so narrowly in the last Olympics. What's in Tokyo? What are you gonna do? Are you focused to be on the podium, whatever shade of medal, to be on the podium in Paris 2024? What's the plan?
Same thing I did this year, focusing on the little things and not just putting pressure on myself on, I want to get this, I want to get that. And, everything just falls in place when you, calm and just focused on execution and just staying calm. So, no pressure, 2024, no pressure.
No pressure, okay.
Prior to you winning the medal at the world record, there was a lot of stories around your new shoes before that event. But my question is, since you became the world record holder, what's the attention been like, and how have you managed it in terms of all the things going around you? There's a lot of attention around you.
It can be overwhelming, but I have a great support system. I have my management team, and I have my support systems. So I'm just doing the little I can do, and they're taking out the pressure. So we good.
Okay, Tobi, my name is Kingsley. Millions of athletes draw inspiration from what you've done over the years. Now we have this issue as to how the federation support athletes and maybe the country as a whole. I want to ask you, what is that thing that either has kept you going or that you have done differently that has put you on this world map that other athletes coming behind you can draw inspiration from, so that we can have more Tobi Amusans to put Nigerian flag on the world map?
I've always had the same drive ever since I started sport. I've got guts and determination. I'm one tough egg to crack. You can't just, talk me out of my goals if I set my mind to it. So I'll just say, don't let anyone, talk fear into your dreams, and just stay grounded and hard work. Don't think just having goals is gonna get you there. Hard work, it's gonna help you a lot. And stay prayed up. It's gonna help too. So pretty much.
And at what point in your career did you start to believe that you could be a world champion? At what point exactly?
I think I would say when I moved to the United States, I saw, girls like me run 12 seconds, and I think I had 13:11 at that time. So I was like, if I get to 12:8, 12:9, 12:2 is foul. But then, I started working towards my goals. My time started dropping a bit. It was when I got to that 12:4, sub 12:5 that I knew, the world record is at reach. And, it was hard. It was hard because, trying to get a PR from 12:5 to 12:4 alone, I think I was stuck there for 2 years. So it was like, but once I got to that 12:4 phase, it was just, I just needed to fix this part of my race, and that's what we basically worked on this year. And
So moving to America made you who you are?
No, Nigeria made me. Boy, moving to
that was a vintage child's question.
Moving to America was just, yes.
The opportunity to grow.
It just, everything just exploded because I got everything I needed. So.
Okay, so there was this little, Nigerians, we love to drag people on social media a lot. So there was this little drama, Michael Johnson, talking about your time and how it's not possible and all of that. When you saw that, first of all, what was your reaction to what he said? And then when you saw Nigerians dragging him on your behalf, how did that feel?
I'm like, my 200 million soldiers, they gotta come true. They know how to come true. But it was at first I felt some type of way, coming from an athlete. But, after breaking the world record again in the finals, I'm like, now you can rest. And then being ratified, I'm like, what, sweetheart, go drink chill water. Yeah, that's about it.
So where did you develop this? Because I've listened and watched some of the interviews where you talk about tunnel vision. So it's like you focus on, that's your favorite word, like execute.
If that's where you're going.
Sorry?
It's not from an eagle. If that's
No, the
where you're
eagle
going
soars. she glides across the ground. So where does that turn? How do you get such intense powers of concentration that you just focus on your race and nobody else?
I know, as easy as it sounds, I practice alone. So my coach just puts me in different lanes. Like every time I have all those sections, he'll be like, stay in lane 9. So when they put you in lane 9, distract me, you don't get walked up.
Okay.
Training lane 1, we just shuffle between the lanes. But when it comes to tunnel vision, that's how I train. I train blindly. It's just me and the huddles. But going into a race is different. You seeing someone flipping their hair in your lane, they flipping their nails in your face.
Wow,
it's
nails.
It's just so many drama going on when you lined up on the track. But I try to as much as possible to envision that I'm training alone. It is hard. It is easy to say, but it's extremely hard. But
I'm focusing on what your coach has told you to do.
Yeah, but then when I get on the line, it's more of I practice alone. This is me and my huddles. So that kind of helps me, navigate through whatever drama going on my left and my right side. So,
all right. So when you're on the circuit, who's that one athlete that gets butterflies in your stomach?
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Tobi Amusan and the 10 huddles staring right in my face.
Everyone's a threat.
That's that positivity.
Yeah, that's focus. Just executing on your own race. So the competitors, the people you're running against, you're not. I would say you're not bothered about them.
Not like you're not gonna be bothered. You're not a robot. Like you acknowledge your presence, but I'm sorry, this is me and my huddles and the timer. So pretty much.
So growing up, who was your role model? As far as not internationally, I mean talking locally now, Nigerian athletes.
Let me tell you, I don't have any role model locally.
Why?
Because I don't be seeing people on TV. I only see Alice and Felix. I see all these Americans. It was more like, oh, she runs so cute.
Non-locally.
It's okay now.
I'm just trying to be sincere.
Is there something you want to hear? Is there a particular answer you want?
No, the thing is, Nigeria has a rich history.
I do have Kabari. She's one I looked up to when I was watching track, and I'm like, oh, she runs so good. She's from Nigeria.
Okay, now you're talking.
Internationally, Alice and Felix and the likes of whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard what you want to hear.
Yeah, far we know the leg. So Tobi, I'm not going to ask you anything after this one, and this from my heart to you. When are we going to start training together?
Jesus.
Together,
I thought you were going to ask us to marry you.
Hello.
Honestly, I was
Expecting a ring.
But I won't do that in front. I won't do that in front of you.
But I thought you were going to propose.
Yes,
but Tobi, when are we going to start training
Cameras
together?
everywhere.
When you're ready to lose your legs,
lose my tummy. Just say it. Just say it.
No. I'm
Just
saying when
say
you're
it.
ready to lose your hamstrings.
But my tummy won't disturb anything.
Man, but how do you those hurdles are so high?
Someone is asking on WhatsApp if you can run without the huddles.
I can.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a question.
Huddles.
It's a question. Please, can she run
It's
without the
called
huddles?
sprint huddles. I can sprint. I sprinted this year. I did the 100 and the 200. I can sprint. I'm not lazy.
Okay, the question: why did you now focus? Because you have the speed. Why do you focus on? Why do you deviate from the 100 meters flat and 200?
I can multitask when it comes to being on the track. I can do the sprint. I can do the huddles.
Multitask.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can do long jump. Y'all stop playing with me.
She
I
can
do a lot of
multitask.
things.
Wow, you can do long jump too.
I did long jump. I did high jump.
High jump. Wow.
Yeah, I used to. Actually.
Okay, yeah, I know. So the
Yeah.
question is now, for the uninitiated? What's the essential difference between the 100 meters flat and the hurdles? I mean, of course, the hurdles.
The speed wise is different. It got to a point my coach had to stop me from sprinting because she felt like if I had too much speed, it's gonna affect my
Your jumping.
Yeah, not the jumping, but the flat speed in between the hurdles.
Okay.
It's gonna. I don't know the science behind it, but I feel like it's gonna affect it a lot. Because then I'm gonna keep bumping into hurdles, and you're not gonna see Tobi finish a race.
Someone just sent a message now that you're so used to your Jamaican code that you now begin to sound like her.
Yeah, man, wagwan.
So you have such a really good relationship with her, yeah?
You're not just my coach. I've got a couple of Jamaican friends, so we speak patois like every now and then.
In fact, there's one we had a video of. I think the lady that finished second in the race or something.
Oh yeah, Daniela.
Yes, she said you actually wrote on the.
Yeah.
notice
Yeah,
board
can you
that
tell
you're
us
going to
that story?
Her story?
Your story.
That story, okay.
Because she said she saw you write something on the wall and it came to pass.
So it was the Adidas Hospitality Vision Board. You know, they just make athletes go in there and just write. You know, people just sign, they be like, oh, da-da-da, world record, oh, da-da-da, you know, national record holder. And then underneath where I wrote mine, I saw Shanae, she had like a box, you know, like accomplishment, world record, not world record, gold medal Olympics, gold medalist, gold medal that, you know, national records. It was just so many boxes she had tick off, and then she just had that one box missing, which was the world championship gold medal. And I'm like, damn, she got all these medals. So I'm like, you know, I ain't got no medal. I'm just gonna write incoming world record holder, incoming world champion, African record holder, and hashtag God did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did it.
That's brilliant.
God did it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's
God
brilliant.
Yeah.
Man, it's really great to be in the presence of, you know, greatness.
Because you take me for granted all the time.
Listen,
It's okay.
you are who you are, and we appreciate you.
National treasure.
Just before we let you go, is there anything that you're planning as some form of give back, you know, to society? And for girls who are listening to you now and hoping to walk the path that you've walked, is there any kind of special advice that you can give to these people?
When it comes to giving back, I have my Tobi Amusan Foundation that we started this year. We hosted one competition, I think, in March, and we plan on going bigger next year within the region, Remo, Ijabuyewa, and Egba, and you know, just doing our own little thing on how to, you know, make another Tobi or many more Tobi, you know, emerge from Ogun State, and you know, a few donations here and there. I'm big on anonymous things, so I'm not gonna, you know, announce a lot of stuff. So, but when it comes to, you know, advice, like I say, don't let people talk fear into your dream, because I had a lot of, you can't hurdle, you can't do this, you are so short, the hurdles is this high. Don't let people talk fear into your dreams. So pretty much just stay focused, and hard work is gonna get you to places.
Nice.
Awesome.
You know what a wise man once said? He said, you know, you can have all the talent in the world, but your talent has to work for you as well. The hard work, you know. That's a very wise man said that. That was me actually, but hey.
So Tobi, thanks very much for joining us.
God bless you, darling. God bless you.
We're hoping
Thank
to
you
have
so
you
much.
for an hour, you know, but I know your schedule and all of that. Hopefully again, when you're in town, we'll have you, and then we'll have our private sessions, training.
No problem. No problem at all.
All right.
Strictly work.
Yes, strictly work.
Yes.
You know, Tobi, I like it. You know, size and all these players. I don't need that.
Can we squeeze in one call for Tobi before we leave? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just one call.
Okay.
Hello. Good morning.
Charles, thank you. Be a better person for squeezing in this call. It is my pleasure to speak to you, Tobi Amusan. You have made us proud.
Kelvin.
Thank you.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
We are very proud of you. We have really made Nigeria proud.
Yep.
This is the period you have done. This is the happiest period for all of us. You have reunite hope for us, for the young ones. We appreciate you a lot. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. More power to your elbows, sir.
Amen. Thank you.
All right.
Someone is asking a question. Sorry, Shei Jobi. He says, "Can you speak Yoruba? Can you greet your fans in Yoruba?" He's asking. I'm not. It's a question.
Kiwani Yoruba.
Everybody.
But one thing that Kelvin said that it's really true. Kelvin, God bless you for that call. What you did, and Ese Bruma and everything, you know, and all the other young guys and girls, Nigeria is going through a very turbulent period. Yeah, you really, really show that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much. Really, from me, this is from me to you.
All thanks to God, because if it doesn't, you know, show up that day, there's not going to be no war records, you know.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody in the house.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Muyiwa, the teacher.
Muyiwa, it's a games master in his school.
Sports coach. Sports coach, not PE teacher. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, Tobi, congratulations. Thank you for making everybody proud.
Thank you.
And just to rub it in the faces of Jojo and Femi, thank you for reminding them that the coaches we coaches, we have a lot to contribute to the success of athletes. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
But nobody's ever doubted that. I don't think anybody doubts that.
We had an issue, to be honest. Toby, at your reception by the federal government, it's like the coaches were kind of sidelined, and they complained about it. So that's one of the reasons I deliberately asked you that question: that what role does a coach play? And you've educated me because I'm. Never. I don't.
We know. You had no idea.
To be honest,
I don't. That's
no.
That's how smart you are.
Nobody has a monopoly. You see, the cleverest in inverted commas is the person that thinks he knows everything.
Your friend, Damilare, saying, please, ask the question. I said she's so full of life. He added, love her.
Yes.
Damilare is married with 3 lovely daughters. So just want to put that out there, so he can keep his love to himself.
We need to get out of the studio. Thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And thanks to everybody who joined us via phone call, text message, WhatsApp. And thanks to Coyote who stole our time and now he's harassing us.
I didn't steal your time. You came into the studio late. And I'm only allowing you to do this because of Tobi. That's why I'm allowing you scale this hurdle. I'm allowing you scale this hurdle because of Tobi.